What is up, everybody? How's it going? Happy Thursday. Just wanted to say hello quick, everybody. Everyone, see who's all here so far. We got Clint, Barbecue Bastard, President Shill. Thanks for dropping by. Sorry, some of these names I'm going to just butcher, so I'm not going to say them anyways. But you guys, so Nam was supposed to be on my stream right in the very beginning, and I had some other influencers coming on to talk about Saitama. He had a family issue come up, so let's make sure that he's all good with everything that's going on with him. I don't know exactly what happened. I just got a text late last night saying he was going to make it, but that's all right. We still got a show today for you guys, and I've pulled up with some other influencers and Michael Thompson, which you guys all know, Chad Redding. He's in the background right now. So I'm going to have him come out and we're going to do a little talk on Saitama, have Michael come in, go over some important things that are kind of coming up for you guys. I appreciate everyone that's in the that's in here so far, and we'll get everyone coming. So further or not, let's get on your boy, Chad Reddings.
Hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Good to go. What's going on?
What's up, Chad? How's it going, man?
Doing all right. I see some familiar faces in chat.
What's your Thursday looking like today?
So today, just a little bit of school stuff. Been watching the charts as well. There hasn't been, it hasn't been too much going on in the crypto world right now from what it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. It's kind of been a weird standstill, huh?
Yeah. I think ever since that, not a crash. People hate it when I say crash. A major dip. I don't know. 2 days ago, that changed things a little bit. But right now, it just looks like we're consolidating. Not too much going on overall.
Yeah, absolutely. I was watching the charts too on Saitama. We'll get into that too a little bit later with you guys because I know Chad's really good at that. And I just want to say before we get off, Chad, thank you so much for spending some time with me on my channel. It means the world to me. I know that my channel isn't, as big as other channels. So just to take your time out to come and talk to us, it really means a lot to me.
Oh, no. Yeah, no worries. I like to, it's cool to do shows with other people, as fun as it is sometimes doing it by myself solo, like on my channel, like it's nice to switch things up for sure. So thanks for having me on.
No problem. And anyone that's out there right now, make sure you go follow Chad Reddings. If you're new to him and you don't know who he is, you need to know who he is. Very good overall cryptocurrency guy, a lot of knowledge. I don't know if Chad even knows this, but I'm sure he does, but I followed Chad in the very beginning through all this stuff. And he was a huge inspiration to me to start my own channel. So it's really surreal to have you on my actual channel when I watched you so much, man. So I think it's kind of important too for everyone to know because there might be some new people on this side. So I know that there's this whole thing with other projects and Saitama right now, which I don't even want to get into, but I just want to kind of get into your point of view on Saitama. Kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe how you kind of got into Saitama.
Yeah, for sure. So of course, like if anyone's been to my channel, it's like pretty much SHIB, but I do cover other stuff now like Saitama, Bitcoin, because of course Bitcoin affects the whole market. So you kind of have to keep track of that a little bit. As far as like Saitama goes, I was just live streaming one day and it was either, I believe it was Ben Audi or it was Married with Crypto. One or the other told me first. And they essentially were like, hey, check out this new project, Saitama Inu. And most of the time you kind of like, I get recommendations every day to, check out this new crypto. It's going to blow up, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh yeah, it's just another dog token. Not too interested. Then I brought it up with Moonshot and he was the one who, he sort of did a deep dive on the white paper. I believe we went to the AMAs on Telegram for Saitama and we were really impressed by what we saw. And, the rest was history. Like I invested before we had that first big run up, just before Married with Crypto did. And then we had that huge run up, which I kind of missed out on because I swung trade it. And that was a big mistake. Oh. And then, from there, just learning more about the devs. Of course, they're doing interviews everywhere. So you get to get a real insider view of what's going on with the whole project, which is totally different from a lot of other projects out there. So definitely the most transparent devs I've ever come across for sure.
That was my next question to you is, man, I know you've been into so many cryptocurrencies and you've done you have a lot of experience and knowledge. And how important is that for us in the sense of Saitama as a new coin to have this kind of community in your perspective?
Just the transparency.
Yeah, just the transparency and what the devs are doing and how, they interact with the community and all that. I mean, in your point of view with the newer projects, how important is that? And have you seen it before to this level?
Definitely never seen it before to this level. I think it's really important, especially with what we're seeing with all these rug pulls going on. I always talk about Binance Smart Chain tokens. Me personally, I won't touch them. They're just too easy to create. Moonshot can make one in 5 minutes. The fact that anyone can do that and throw up a fancy website, and it's that easy. I'm honestly a little bit of a conspiracy theorist and think that there's a group of people who are working together who clearly have a lot of money, who are repeatedly, seriously, they're creating these tokens. They all kind of look similar, the websites and stuff like that. I think that's what originally turned off some people, maybe with Saitama and the website being a template, which I totally get. They explained it and they've created this brand new one, which just looks incredible. But it kind of, I don't know, some people weren't, I didn't really care, to be honest, but some people were upset about that. But yeah, just how easy it is to make those tokens. It's kind of sketchy. And I think we even saw with Baby Trump. Now, I might be mistaken. That might have been not a developer rug pull. It might have just been a whale rug pull where they all kind of, just pulled out at once type deal, which wouldn't be the devs' fault at all. They can't really control that. But yeah, that's why I really like the project, because the devs are, first off, they're doxed. So they're very clear, like sort of where they live, types of stuff like that. Their names are out there. What else is there? The fact that they're a registered business is really cool. The fact that they do AMAs all the time. They do interviews with literally anyone for the most part, and you can message them at any time and they'll discuss with you. So that makes me very confident in the project. On the flip side, you could argue that it wouldn't be a truly decentralized project if the devs were out like that. Stuff like Bitcoin and stuff. Satoshi Nakamoto, of course, creating it. No one knows who he truly is. So I guess it's very decentralized in that way. But I think Saitama's got a lot of great things going for it with the dev team. That's why, at the end of the day, with these new tokens, you're investing in the dev team. You aren't investing in the token.
Absolutely.
Like, the token doesn't do anything by itself. It's the dev team that does all the work. The community can help definitely through marketing, which I think is, something we'll definitely need when Saitama comes out. Because at the end of the day, we have, 32 something thousand holders, maybe more than that right now. But we need to get it out there. Like, it's going to be a community effort to show everyone, hey, this new wallet that just came out, Saitama, is way better than MetaMask. It's way better than Coinbase wallet. It's way better than this, than that. And, that's going to require a lot of marketing. So I'm sure, the community is very good already. So I'm not too concerned about that. So it's going to be interesting when it comes out to see the adoption for it.
Absolutely. And you bring up such a good point is like, you're not really buying the token, you're buying the devs, and we're a shareholder into a business now, which is huge for us to get on, Coinbase, Robinhood, and moving forward with the coin. And it's just one of those steps you have to take, I feel like. But I also feel like Saitama is paving the way for new tokens in the sense of, to have a successful project, you're going to have these things because all these other ones that have been scam coins, which people obviously aren't going to want to invest in. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, do you think that with Saitama and the other projects you've seen, it's kind of paving that way for it?
Yeah, definitely. Again, sorry, could you rephrase the question for me? Like, I kind of I think I missed that last part.
Just basically, Saitama, how they've came out with the project and how they've progressed with it. How is that different from the scam coins? And it basically is going to take away the scam coins because of how we've done things to be successful this early.
Oh, okay. So I think it's good because it kind of shows maybe people who had been investing in those types of tokens who ended up losing a bunch of money. It kind of signals to them, like, it's pretty clear they want to invest into some of these micro cap altcoins or tokens, for the fact that it does have that 100x potential. It does have that maybe 1000x potential. Again, 1000x would be, I don't know what the market cap would be. That'd be pretty darn big, but you can't, investing in these tokens that already have billions, tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars in it. I mean, the returns are good. Don't get me wrong. Like compared to, traditional investments, you're never going to see, 2x on your investment, even in a year, like for most of them. So the fact that, it seems like a lot of people are sort of hunting for these gems, and with Saitama, the dev team's super transparent with regards to a lot of these scam tokens. We don't know who the devs are. We don't know who's behind the project. And there's definitely some things you can look out for. Like if it's on the Binance Smart Chain, me personally, I'm just not interested. It's way too easy to create a token to rug pull people. Same thing with, it seems like it's getting even worse. Like even with Ethereum tokens now, again, I'm not sure about Baby Trump. That was the most recent one that I saw, though, that was actually on the Ethereum network. And not sure if that was a whale dump, so it's tough to say. But it's really scary for most people, losing money like that. So definitely signals out to those people who are gem hunting, seeing, what's going on with Saitama. Clearly, not a rug pull or anything like that. Super transparent dev team. Liquidity's locked, and really cool stuff going on here.
And, I know, like you were saying, like, and I don't even like to bring it up because there's a lot of turmoil between, SHIB and Saitama, but I think it's really important to try to combine the two, because I think if together we could have something super strong, and I would not want a potential person from SHIB to come to Saitama because of, how they interact with each other. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how we accomplish that. And I know there's a lot of people that have asked me that question, and I think that you'd be a great person to kind of shed some light on that, because you've done both. Is how do we, what's our progression to do our step to get SHIB people to know that, hey, we want you. You can have more than one coin. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think there's, for every cryptocurrency, it doesn't matter whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, there's maxis out there who are pretty set on their one crypto. I think most people recognize you need to diversify. And for some reason, I guess it started as Saitama Inu being sort of that dog token. Dogecoin, of course, was the first. SHIB kind of rode off the coattails of Doge. And then all of a sudden, we saw this almost new era of these Inu tokens coming out of nowhere. I think there's got to be like 20, there's got to be like, I can't even count how many different Inu tokens there are. So I was really glad when Saitama got rid of the Inu. I think if people will take it more seriously, especially people who traditionally wouldn't invest in these types of cryptos, these sort of lower market cap gems here. I kind of went on a tangent. You're talking about SHIB and Saitama, I don't know. At the end of the day, I think people should invest in what they believe in. I highly encourage diversifying. You don't see people getting upset at, like your pop or myself when we talk about Bitcoin or Cardano.
Right.
I'm super bullish on those projects, but I don't hear a peep about, oh, have you given up on SHIB, Chad? Blah, blah, blah in the comments. It's like, no, like, what are you talking about? It's kind of funny when people say things like that, but yeah, I'm super bullish on all of them. Saitama's just one of those gems where, it's exciting. You could see a 10x, you could see a 100x with SHIB, well, this is a Saitama stream. I could go all into that, but I mean, it still has tons of potential to grow as well. But Saitama definitely, just based on market cap alone, clearly has more potential to, X a certain percentage, just
Absolutely.
based on how big it is. Or yeah.
Well, I know the Saitama community is super happy to have you, Chad. I hear a lot about you through them, so that's cool. But hey, everyone that's been watching, we are going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away 100 billion Saitama. It's out of my own, personal wallet for you guys for all the love and support. Just want to give back to the community. So we are going to do that. I'm going to make a tweet here pretty quick. But the man of the hour has showed up. Michael Thompson is in the backstage. So I'm going to give him the thumbs up. And anyone that's just joining that's expecting Nam, I have to apologize. Nam texted me super late last night and had some family issues come up. So let's make sure we give him our love and support and make sure everything's good there. And here we go, you guys. Here is your boy, Michael Thompson.
Look at the graphics. Wow. Man, that's hot. What an intro. Hey, everybody.
Michael Thompson,
hey,
how's it going, brother? I don't know if you've met Chad.
Well,
I don't know if you've met Chad Reddings. Have you met him before?
we've greeted back and forth, but never had any in-depth conversation, which I'm really excited about, Mr. Chad Reddings.
Yeah, we've definitely talked a few times through chat and streams and stuff, but never actually got to talk in person. So this is pretty cool.
Hey, Chad, I have to tell you, man, I must tell you now that I do have you, like we are face to face right now, you are a big reason that I have been continued to learn and understand about cryptocurrency in general. So literally, when I first started to investigate, so to speak, cryptocurrency, I led and somehow just through clicking the buttons of YouTube or whatever, I found you. And you became in the top 5 of my learning circle, what I call it. And still today, if Chad Reddings has a video up, I watch it. It's been like that since I first even clicked onto anything have to do with cryptocurrency. So I have to tell you face to face, man to man, brother to brother. Chad Reddings is a big part of my history here. So I have to tell you that, man. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, believe it or not, like, I've only been in the space for 6 months or so. There's just a lot of people in the community who help out, and it's been a wild ride thus far, certainly. So,
absolutely,
like, my God, this guy is so smart, man. You pull out the charts, you know how to look at that, and I'm like, goodness, man, it's going to be taking me 20 years to learn what that guy knows right now.
That's all Moonshot. I don't know if you've seen him. He's got a YouTube channel, a moderator.
Yeah. I need to get his course, by the way, because I need to learn, man.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, absolutely. Well, I'm so glad that I could bring you guys together, and hopefully, you're welcome, you guys can talk now. I'm really glad that you guys are both on the channel. Thank you, Michael, so much for your time. And I just want to say really quick, Mr. Diamond Hands, quick shout out to him. He's been great too in the community. Go look him up. He's super great. He's probably one of the most anti-rug pullers I've ever found. He will find you and expose you. And so I love him for that. And also Moonshot's like we were saying with the charts and everything, go find Moonshot, either the Discord, and ask him any question you want. But Michael, since you are here, I have to ask you, I want to bomb so bad. And I know that I don't even know what I can say, what I can't say. So I'm just going to not say anything, but is there anything that you can tell us right now to this point that might be new?
Well, literally just getting off of a call just before I got on this. And let me just say before I get started, I saw Mr. Diamond Hands. I saw his comment just now. He is one of my all-time favorite speakers. I would hear him on different, I think I would hear him on Jake's stream. And man, that man made me want to pull out an offering or something. Like I have to give him some offering after he talked, man. The only way I go on tour, Mr. Diamond Hands, is motivational speaking, is if you go with me. That's the only way. My man. But I do want to say this. Yesterday, all this week has just been digging. I mean, just getting stuff done. And, initially when you're talking to these individuals, there's layers to it. I mean, we have relationships, or at least I know someone to have a relationship, whatever. It's a connection based that way. So the challenge to a degree that takes a little longer is their associations already, which means they're branded. There's, other things or layers that we just need to make sure we're not infringing on anything that they've committed to already. So we're just at the stage now to where after the lawyers and after they make sure that everything is cool, the players and the individuals have already said yes. It's just a matter of just making sure how we approach it so we don't infringe on anything that they are. So there's going to be some amazing announcements that is coming very, very, very soon. I know y'all been hearing me say that, but believe me, it's a process, and every single day I am blown away. Like literally, if you all want news, do you have any idea how hard it is to carry this around? You know how bad I want to tell you, how bad I want to say names completely, man. I can't sleep at myself at night. I'm like, my God, when this launches, this thing is going to absolutely be parabolic when it goes off, when you find out who's associated. So literally, we just got off the phone right now. I'll put it to you like this. We just got off the phone. What's the gentleman's name that does the I just went blank. He does all the NFTs for Gabe. So Gabe and Russ, myself, and 2 NBA basketball players were just on the line, retired, of course. They were on the line. And he just said yes. One of them just said yes. One of them is already in. And this one just said yes. Now I have something for you. I can give you this. This is a clue. This is a hint. And if you don't get this one, I mean, I'm laying it up for you so nice. If you know basketball, this is an alley-oop right here. I'm going to throw it right up at the rim. All you got to do is go dunk it. This is the very first and only father and daughter pro basketball players in the history of basketball. There's mother and son. There's other combinations, but there has never been a father and daughter, and the daughter is an Olympian, 4-time gold medalist. She's a WNBA champion.
I'm sure someone in chat can figure it out.
I'm sure there's some. I know. I'm sure there's somebody in chat by the end of this is gonna throw this up, and I'm slightly embarrassed to sit here and not know who it is. To be honest with you,
I always give some trivia. So to tell you the hold on this is the daughter is a WNBA champion, Finals MVP. She recently retired. And 4-time Olympic gold medalist. So for the WNBA, she is absolutely a Hall of Famer. And it's not Lisa Leslie, but that's a great answer.
Larry Bird, Kobe, Reggie Miller.
That's right. No. Oh, Diamond Hands. That's a good answer, but no. Father and daughter. They're the only combination in pro basketball history that there's a father and daughter.
You guys, we got 110 people in this chat right now. We can figure this out. We have the clue now. Trivia. But here's the other thing that I love more than that too is there was another bomb dropped on us about a rapper that is also invested in Saitama. So I'm sure we can. Can we get a hint on that maybe?
Yes. So if you were to hear, if I give you his some of his song waves of lyrics, you would know who it is. Let me tell you what, he is one of the ones that's responsible for Drake's career. I'll put it to you that way. He's one of the ones that.
Dr. Dre?
Who?
Dr. Dre?
No. Good guess. A good guess. He's like the age of Drake. Like, you know, they're kind of young. They're not like old school rappers. These are newer ones. So this is one that I'm trying to think any other hint I get. It's almost like if I give you a hint, it'll give it away. Like this.
Oh, I think someone got it. It's got to be Lil Wayne. It's got to be Lil Wayne.
No.
Oh, it's not?
It's along those lines. If you look at like names, so to speak, you say Lil Wayne, you'll say this dude's name too. When I tell you, when you finally hear who it is, you're gonna be like, oh, okay.
Oh, you know who it could be is DJ Khaled.
He's connected to DJ Khaled. Yeah, he's connected. It's not him, but he's connected to him.
Yeah, these are some big names.
Yeah,
what we're trying to do though is we're actually working on as well, because you know we want to make this event, you know, the launch, we want to make that epic or as big as we can possibly get it. So I have some things that we are still working on for that event. So through this individual, there's a couple of others that are in the wheelhouse that, believe me, this is going to be so much fun in the next month or two. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun.
Michael, I know that you're in the stream. I got some more questions for Chad too, but I do have one question for you. If we could just get caught up, I mean, I know all the excitement of we want to know these names, and I certainly do want to know these names. But could you just get us up to speed or where you're at with the project and kind of just some updates for you? We know about the NBA player you guys talked to today, but is there anything else that we don't know about that we should know about, or anything coming down the line, and how soon?
Well, I know that when you see the now, you know, we don't talk a whole lot. Well, we talk more about this stuff than we do about, you know, the actual SATA wallet, like that wallet. When that thing launches with what's being connected to it and the tech that's going in it and the applications that are going inside that wallet, that literally is a game changer. It is literally going to be like when the iOS system first came out. Like, seriously, when I'm clear, obviously, with who I know we have and the dialogue between the devs and some of the other folks that we've been in contact with that has a platform with gaming, with all the certification you could think about that has to do with education from an online perspective with universities as well as HBCUs. This company that we're connected with, all of the platform technically is already done. All of the education that we're talking about, it literally is already done. It's just a matter of just integrating it with coding and, a tech language that I don't know about. But when this stuff actually is implemented, among other things, inside of this wallet, along with the ability to do, again, what we do best, which is buy, sell, and trade coins, all of those things with education, gaming, NFTs put into one, believe me, the more I know and the more I understand, and now to be kind of connected to it in a way that I know what's coming, that thing is bigger to me than even the players and stuff coming in. The players and stuff, that's building the fire around it. But
that's a cherry on top.
That's exactly right. That's what it is. You got it. But the actual tech, that is something that we have to be absolutely fired up about, because that deal is going to change the game when that comes. What you see today as far as pricing and action, once that thing launches, we'll never see prices like this again when it comes to Saitama. Never see that again. So Absolutely. Believe me, get prepared. So that's what I would say to you. Get prepared.
Well, and that's the thing, you guys. I've had a lot of people ask me about price predictions and this and that, and I really don't like the price predictions is what can our market cap be? If you guys look at a lot of the newer coins and stuff like that, and you guys are trying to judge something, is you have to look at the project. You can't just look at Chad was saying, you have to look at the whole project. You can't just look at one thing or, oh, hey, it's going to run up here. You have to have a realistic goal, which is for Saitama is we have utility, we have Saitama, which is going to be crazy. You already know if you watch my other streams, how many different directions they're going with that. And we're a business entity already. And that's the biggest thing is looking at the market cap. So if we want to look at SHIB's market cap, can we reach that market cap? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's very possible, because if you look at SHIB's and what they have in their project is we have a lot of utility as well. Yeah. And it's going to be cutting edge stuff. And not only that, you guys, but we're going to have the fan base around it with these NBA players, with these, the rap artists coming along. They're just going to speed the process up for us. And when Michael Thompson says buckle in, you best buckle in, and you best buckle in and enjoy the ride, because I've certainly packed my bags with Saitama. I'm sure Chad has, and I'm sure, Michael has. We're all part of the Wolf Pack, which is what I love more than anything. But you guys, don't get focused in on the 1 day chart. Don't get focused in on if it runs down a little bit. You have to be, time in the market is better than timing the market. The more you sell, the more you trade, the more you lose. So if you, trying to buy high, sell low, this is the Wild West. We don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. If we had a crystal ball, we'd all be filthy rich. And so instead of trying to, play that game, don't. Time in the market beats timing the market. And remember, the more you trade, the more you lose. And especially with Saitama, because they have a 2% walls tax, gas fees. Those are all things to be extremely bullish on Saitama, I believe. And you guys too, also, I just put a tweet out there a little while ago. I'm going to show you guys, share my screen. I just put a tweet out there for the giveaway. So go to my Twitter right here. If you can see my Twitter, go to my Twitter. It's right here, 100 billion Saitama giveaway. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel to win. Let's go. I got Michael Thompson in the house, Chad Redding, of course. This is my YouTube page. Give it a click. Make sure you go and retweet this, and that's who we're going to get the winners from. We're going to do the kind of like, I wish I had Jake's music. He is really good at that. He is really good at doing all that. So just a heads up, and make sure if you guys haven't, go like and subscribe also to Chad. What's your YouTube or your Twitter?
It's just Chad Reddings. Yeah, you'll see it.
Let's go to Chad Reddings. If you're new here, we got 129 people. Go hit him up. And also too, you have your boy Michael Thompson, Reset Nutrition. His link on Twitter is down below. I already put his in because I did this stream a little while ago. So his is in there. Chad, I apologize. Yours would be in here, but me and Chad I love watching Chad as well. So I was on his stream, and just for transparency for everyone else, I was telling how much I like Chad, and I was like, hey man, you should come to my channel. And he was like, absolutely. And then I told him about, this. And so he gave us some of his time, which is really appreciated.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm happy to, talk with other people in the community. It's nice to not talk by myself for once. Get little breaks in between. There you go.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Chad, I heard you talking the first time, and I was like, before you said where you were from, I was like, oh, he's from Canada. I knew it because I have business partners and friends in Canada. I'm like, y'all talk exactly the same.
Really? Do you hear an accent?
I do, man. I
Oh
do.
wow, okay.
Yeah, I got
It's
friends in Toronto.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like half an hour away from there.
They took me to. I went to Tom Horton all the time over there.
Oh, Tim Hortons?
Tim Horton, that's right. Tim Horton all the time over there.
Oh yeah, everyone, yeah. Canadians love Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons, man.
See, it's really funny. I didn't know he was Canadian either until we had talked on the phone, and I was like, Canada? I was like,
Yeah.
what in the world? Who is this? And then I started listening for it, and the only time I hear it is when he says just a few words, and I'm like, oh, okay, there it is.
There it
Yeah,
is.
some words like roof and people say it funny and
Project.
Right?
Project.
Project. That's the one that gave him away for me was
That's
when he said project.
That's right.
But Chad,
Project.
a couple questions for you since we got you on here too, and I have this pulled up, and I think this is very important for people to go over chart analysis because we don't go over it enough. I feel like, and
Yep.
I just wanted to zoom in here a little bit. This is Saitama, obviously. Let's get the most up to date chart. And I want to kind of go over what people should expect and what, so they can kind of get ready because it was very volatile in the beginning, as we could tell with the price action, which you guys have to understand, the more money, the more volatility. It's just, that's the nature of the beast, you guys. So I'm going to go into the 1 day chart. I don't know, Chad, I like the 1 day a lot because it kind of gives me a lot more info. If there's something that you want me to switch to, do that. But I would just like your 2 cents on this. And I'm just going to talk really quick and then I want you to take over is, you guys, people that invested in down here obviously are going to take profits. It is what it is. That's where you see these really big run-ups and these huge sell-offs is because these guys that bought in down here are taking their profits and running. They're out of the project. They're paper-handed. They're happy with their bags. Nothing to get upset about. It's just how the crypto space works. Any stock works. But if we can see after this big sell-off, we went into basically a consolidation, which is very healthy. And what I really like about this run-up that we're having is it's a lot more organic. It's not an extreme up and not an extreme sell. And a lot of people are holding, as you can tell, because of the news coming out, all this stuff with Saitama, these NBA players, the rap artists, they know what's going to happen, you guys. That is why people are holding. They are well informed from the devs and people are not selling. I mean, there are some people selling. It's because they've probably, bought up here and now it's back up and they got scared and they're just like, forget it. I'm going to take it while I can. And I'm sure those people are going to be really upset. But as we can see this organic growth and where we're headed at, I believe with all the charts, we have a couple different indicators for us, the MACD, the Stoke and the RSI, which RSI has been kind of hard for me to kind of see. But as you can see, we still have a lot of buying pressure, you guys. There's in the sells, there's still a little ways away. And down here, you can see it's still running up for more buys. So I do think that we're going to see this. Until we get some more news, until some names get dropped, until some more people kind of come in, I think we're going to consolidate a little bit. And then as soon as we get some more news, I think it's going to go up again. And then once we get up into these upper ranges where we're testing new all-time highs, I would expect obviously, some more people selling off, taking profits. And that's the important thing I think people need to understand is this isn't going to be, can we wake up tomorrow and be millionaires? Absolutely. But realistically, it's going to be a bumpy road to the top. And to be a crypto millionaire, you have to have a lot of faith. You have to have a lot of, conviction in the project. And I want people to expect that and to get that into their mindset because I don't want people coming on my channel and thinking, oh, we're going to run up 1,000x. Is it possible? Absolutely possible. And that's where I'm getting the predictions is from where can our market cap be, our utility and all that kind of put together with the charts, which gives me my prediction. And Chad, take it away from there. I mean, I got whatever you want me to go to, I'll go there. Just say what you need.
So maybe like a little bit about, I know people love price predictions, even though, we can't tell the future, but just based on the market cap alone, I think it's right around 100 million, give or take a little bit. If we hit 1 billion, 10x, 2 billion, 20x, I don't think it's unrealistic to assume that could happen in the future whatsoever. Especially with all the big names, the big projects coming along. Just based on what we're currently seeing right now, though, it's pretty clear that 3 days ago, that one whale, I'm not exactly sure which wallet it was, but he was buying up hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Saitama. Like if he hadn't have done that, I think we would have ended up in the red 3 days ago. Thankfully he was there. So we're on a
Yeah.
streak right now. I think we're on our 10th day in the row, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been seeing these things here. What you're seeing, they're pretty much dojis, and essentially all that means is there's this indecision in the market. So the bulls and the bears are fighting it out, and there's just not been that much price movement. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but it doesn't mean it's a good thing either. At the end of the day, with new projects like this, anytime there's a big run up, like what we saw on the, when was this, 4 days back, like we saw some huge sell-offs, and it's going to happen no matter what. It's healthy. It's totally normal. We're never going to see one green candle to the moon, right? Like, so there's always going to be corrections, some consolidation periods, and then we're going to, go from there. But if you believe in the project in the long term, you're not really concerned about the day to day. Like, honestly, if you intend to be in Saitama for, I don't know, weeks, months, years down the line, you probably check the charts like once a week. Now, I'm sure there's some people who still want to take profits along the way, which I'm sure we all will at some point. But it's, at the end of the day, it's the people who have diamond hands, the people who are going to hold on, who believe in the project in the long term. They're the ones who are going to see, the 10x, the 20x, the 50x, the 100x. The people who, sell off early might be kicking themselves because you can't tell the future, right? Like tomorrow, we could have a huge run up, 100%, 200%. We just don't know. We could also go down 100%, which isn't necessarily, 100% might be. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Right.
We might test some of these lower levels though. Like we could go back down to the 15s. We could go back down to the 1 level, but as long as we're averaging higher than where we were before, to me, that's really healthy.
Absolutely. I think that's very well put. And that's exactly my thought process behind it too. And for Michael, so I'm just trying to get a little bit of your knowledge as well. And you've been around some successful projects, and I love having you on the stream, the positivity, the mindset. I mean, literally when I look in the mirror after I talk to you, I feel like Superman. So
you are, as you should, you are.
And so is there any talk in the community, maybe in the NBA, the retired associations of other players? Is this starting to kind of get kicked around with other players, or can we see maybe, is this going to be a trend, do you think, through that channel, or is there anyone else like that's talking about it at least?
Let me give you my perspective, but first I have to get this silliness out of my head, and I'll tell you why. You guys were just going through the chart just now, which I'm always fascinated because it just sounds so smart, man. It's like I look at it, I used to hear Chad talk about, you look at the Fibonacci replacement, you look at the golden cross, you look at some kind of flag, you look at the buying pressure and selling pressure, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, that dude is smart. And then I look at you, Cody, just doing the same thing. I'm like, God, these dudes are so smart. All I know is red is bad, green is good, this direction is positive, this direction is negative.
That's all you need to know.
That's it.
That's all I know. But I'm gonna tell you what, I was looking at the chats while y'all were talking. I was looking at the chats and I almost busted out laughing. Somebody said, "Don't worry, Michael Thompson, I'm lost too."
There you go. Yeah, it's
funny stuff, man. This is awesome information, though. I'm always fascinated, and I'll get there. But I will tell you this, to answer your question, Cody, I'll answer it this way. See, this is what I want to share and help people to understand from both perspectives. Yes. The foundation that's being built with this connection base, what I realize is that our competitive advantage, especially dealing with companies and business, and it's a lot of competition in this industry. How many coin companies is it out there right now? What, thousands of them, right?
Thousands, yeah.
Thousands.
Exactly. But what's the competitive advantage? What's the competitive edge, that we have in this regard? I see a few things, right? Just from that perspective. I see, number one, a very solid development team, leadership team, very transparent, very willing to help, very willing to support, brilliant minds and hard workers. You show me anything of great worth, great success, and I'll show you a leader at work somewhere. And I've seen that with Russ and the rest of the folks. So just that combination alone, that's number one. The leadership is what drives and builds anything to grow and to build. So when I'm solid with that, that's sign number one. Sign number two is what do you have to offer that's different than the rest of your competition? And when you look at this platform, I hear everyone talking about how, I mean, I'm a witness of it, how difficult it is. I have to get Ethereum and I have to get all of these things from this platform, that platform, and then to end up where I ultimately want to be, which is to just buy a darn token of something, right? You have to go through all of this and then fees and high level of fee, all of those things. And if you're, and then education wise, knowledge. The biggest issue that we face in the industry right now is lack of knowledge. So the company or the individual that can solve that problem, meaning a knowledge problem, meaning to bridge the gap from certainty, from uncertainty to certainty, whoever solves that problem, they're going to be ahead of the game. So guess what we're doing? We're solving that problem with the education. So think about that. That's a competitive advantage. And then all of a sudden, if you make ease of use, that means a consumer, you're going to win from the people who are not educated. You're going to win from the people who are new to the marketplace. So in that regard, that's the masses. So if you can educate the masses and show the masses how to go from just hearing about Saitama to becoming an actual holder of Saitama, if you can make that easier, you're going to win. You're going to win. And in this regard, the thing that people are complaining about the most are these fees, right? These gas fees and all this. If someone can solve that problem to even bring that to market, that we have a way to bring fees down, don't you think that's going to reverberate throughout everybody who's struggling? You're touching a pain point. So just those things, the product itself, the tech itself, that is something that's going to create meteoric rise because you're solving a problem, you're easing a pain. So I'm not talking about crypto, I'm talking about business in general. So if you can create that clarity, believe me, if you can move from uncertainty to certainty, whoever is certain in uncertain times is going to win. And guess what it sounds like we are? It sounds like we are certain. I'm telling you, you're in the right place. And so now add this, that's step number 2. Step number 3, how many people have access to all of these coins, wish they could have somebody to represent them? All of these coins, right? Wish they could have someone to tweet or to what all these things that we're talking about. How many people have access to the NBA? How many people have access like that to entertainers? Those people who have influence that will be willing to share Saitama, show Saitama. So if you look at leadership, you look at product or service, and you look at education, we have all 3 in one. And then here's the biggest catalyst, and I hope people don't miss this. The biggest catalyst of all of this is the community. It's the community. It's us. That's the biggest catalyst. Hey, you know what? Yes, it's going to be great when these names drop, and it's going to be awesome when you get people to tweet things and you get to say, hey, so-and-so is a part of the Wolfpack. That's awesome. But I assure you, it is not more powerful than a large group of people on one accord to stay focused and commit to growing the company, to growing the knowledge base. Your voice is even stronger than people who are not in this business, meaning people who are on the outside looking in. It's our voice that's going to move the needle. The holder count, that's up to us. That's why whenever I talk, I always talk about, because I understand business, I understand growing organization. I've been doing 20 years. It's the committed people that are in the business that is the people that will move the needle, because that's sustainable growth. See, predictable growth is the growth that's going to make you wealthy long term. It's predictable. Predictable means we control the needle, not some outside source, not some wonderful tweet or those things. Those are bonuses, but that's not the foundation. The foundation is us. We've got what, 30,000, 40, close to moving up to 40,000 holders, close.
Yeah.
Do you know that if we literally came together, if everyone made a commitment, those that will, just think about moving the needle. What if we all committed to, well, you know what, this week, within 1 week, 7 days from today, if you committed to where I am literally going to I am going to be responsible for 10 new holders in my company that I believe in, because you're the owner of this business. It's not somebody else, it's you. You're the holder, you're the partner, right? So in my space, that's what I had the mindset of when I came in. If we all were responsible for 10 new people, just 10, what's 30,000 times 10? Is that 300,000? Do you follow me? That's what we're talking. That's a Binance listing. That's exactly right. So do you see that? So we control that. So if you basically are reactive means, hey, let me wait until somebody tweets something. Hey, let me wait until some new person comes in and then we'll move. That's a reactive posture. If you're reactive in business, believe me, you will be out of business soon. But if you're proactive, you take responsibility. Hey, I'm not waiting for nobody to tweet anything. I'm not waiting for some announcement. You know what? Today, I'm bringing 10 new holders in. I still, without any hesitation, I have clients from my business that, 20 years standing. And guess what I'm talking to them about? I'm on my phone. If I'm not on the phone talking to people and trying to reach people to get them excited about this business, I'm talking to my own personal base of family and friends and saying, hey, you better get in here. You better come on. There's some things happening. And I'm literally on the phone walking them through how to set up a trust wallet, how to set up some kind of wallet, and then making sure that they become holders. So personal responsibility, guess what? It's my responsibility to move that needle. I want to see the holder number move up. What responsibility will we take? So please keep this in mind. I would even like to see this. Now, this is just my thought. You know how we give the giveaways? Like if you tweet a certain amount of things, this is what I've seen. If you tweet something or if a wheel spins or all of a sudden, I love those things. But what if there was a competition or at least the giveaways based off of how many new people you brought into it? What if you had a giveaway that was like, hey, you get this certain amount in the raffle you brought or can prove you brought 5 people in, meaning you have 5 new accounts that you help to become holders? Or you have 10 new, you have 20 new, and then that equals the amount of, hey, that's a 10 billion raffle, that's a 20 billion raffle, that's a 100 billion raffle. What if we did it that way to promote growth? So now everybody that wants to participate in a raffle or a giveaway or something like that, it's production based, because I realize that where activity or where activity is measured, activity improves. So in this regard, holders is what we want. More holders, doesn't that increase the price? Am I right with that? More Absolutely. Holders, more active holders, guess what? That is sustainable growth. Excitement growth is not sustainable, because the minute something isn't exciting anymore, guess what? Growth goes down. I like to be in control. I'm a control freak to a degree, meaning if I can control it, I like to hold it. So I'm responsible for moving the needle. And I think that's the attitude that everybody here has to think, man, it's up to us. Man, I don't know if anybody is going to come in and turn my life around for me. I can't wait for that. If I believe in this thing and I know that it's a solid foundation, guess what? I don't wait for nobody to turn my life around. That's up to me to do that. So my focus, or at least my hope for the team here, is that we change the thinking to say, you know what, it's my responsibility to move the needle. It's my responsibility. If you believe in this, hey, listen, I know where that needle is going. I believe where this needle is going. And this is even before I even got into how I could bring new people in, or how I could bring in, celebrities and stars. All that. That's before all of that. I believe in us, the community. I believe in us first. So that's what kept me on Chad's live. That's what kept me on, or watching Cody. That's what kept me on watching Jake. Because it's the community that does that, right? No star talked to me about this. No celebrity talked to me about this. Everyday folks like us, me included, everyday folks. This is what kept me here. This is what got me excited. That's why I say our responsibility is moving it. And because I know what the needle is, man, I'm looking around like, man, I'll invest whatever I need to. I'm looking around to see if I can sell something in the house. I'm like, what is here that I can use? I called my doctor yesterday and said, you only need 1 kidney, right? So, right, you only need 1 to survive, right? But in my space and my focus and my attitude here, I'm excited about where we are. I'm excited about where we're going, but I'm excited because I feel I take responsibility. I take charge. That's what I want. I'm excited because of action, because of activity. I'm not sitting around just waiting for somebody to move us. I'm not waiting for somebody to make some announcement. I mean, goodness, I love that. And it's going to happen. It's here. We will. But don't just hold it yourself. I was talking to, he turned into a good friend of mine, Vern. Burn. I was talking to him the other day, you know, and I appreciate for those of you who send me the wonderful messages. Believe me, on Twitter, I'm learning how to twit or whatever you do when you're responding to people. So I'm learning how to do it. So if I don't respond back right away, I promise you I'm not ignoring. I'm learning, right? So I've learned how to retweet and things like that. So I haven't posted anything personally, but I've had people to actually put things into my, is Twitter an inbox? Is that it? When you get like a message in your inbox, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so.
So I've been getting those, right? And I've tried my best to respond as much as I could. Even a few people even left their phone number. And, you know, I try to call if I can to say hello or thank you for the message. But I want you to know that those are the types of things to let you know that as a community, the connection between the community, that's what's going to bring this to the place that we want to go. It's the mindset of the community. Every single day, you should make it your job, your business, your focus to what can you do for the community. That's all I thought about is what can I do? So I'm a regular guy, just like everybody else. I'm a nut job sometimes too, you know? So in my regards, I look at it from this perspective. If I have something to offer, what could I do to make a difference? That's it. That's all I got. And so when I realized that, hey, maybe a little bit of my background could mean something to this community. So guess what I do? I offer it. That's all. And I'll bet, so there's no big I's, there's no little U's, there's no big person or little person. There's not. There's just people like everyday people like us. We just want to make a difference for ourselves. We want to make a difference for our family. We want to make a difference for future generations and people we care about. This just happens to be a vehicle. This just happens to be a tool to be able to do that. What a unique situation we're all in. Take advantage of it and play your role. And that's all I could say. It's Absolutely. Up to us to make a difference.
Michael, I really like what you said with that. That was really great. Hey, Michael, do me a favor really quick. Are you still on Discord on your computer?
Discord on the computer, probably.
Is it up? Can you just take it off? I guess there's some beep, and I've seen some people saying that there's some beeping going on. I know that's from the Discord. I don't know.
How do you turn that off? That's been beeping ever since I've been on Discord, and I don't know how to turn it off. I've muted everything on my computer. I have no idea. That sound is going on 24 hours in my office. I have no idea how to turn it off. Does anybody know how to turn Discord beeping off? If you do, tweet me or inbox me or whatever, something me. I don't know how to turn the sound off. I'm sorry, unless I just mute. I don't know how to turn it off. I'm sorry.
You should be able to, when you go onto Discord itself, you should be able just to like right click it, and then there'll be a mute button. Like if you go to the server that it's on, so if you go to like Saitama, you right click the server name, and then it'll say like notifications, click on notifications, and then put mute.
And so it begins. So right now I'm clicking on the thing, and you said something to. I'm sorry to take away from the call with.
No, you're good.
Good.
If you go to the actual server where you'll see Saitama, where you can click it, it's like a little round. Right click that, and then it'll say notifications on it somewhere. Click on the notifications, and then put mute notifications. All notifications.
Marcus read mute server settings. Mute server. Is that it?
Yep, mute server.
For 15 minutes, an hour, for 24 hours, please. Does that mean it's going to be muted for 24 hours?
Yeah, or you can mute it as long as you want. I have mine completely muted.
I don't know. It says for 15 minutes, 1 hour, 8 hours, 24 hours, or until I turn it back on.
Until you turn it back on.
Man, if this turns this thing off, I'm gonna. No, I just heard it again. Oh, do I have to do it for each one? Like I'm on different things.
You got to do it for each one.
Oh my gosh, man! You just saved my. You just saved my nerves, man. This has been getting on my nerves since I first got on Discord, man. I was like, why doesn't that beeping go off?
Well, I'm so glad that I could help you with that. That makes me feel better that I helped you with that. But so what everyone was saying, like what I really like what Michael was saying was, you know, you got to take your own destiny. You know, everyone has to do hard work, perseverance, but it comes with one task, and it comes with one thing: is sacrifice. So every successful person out there will tell you they sacrifice something. So I hate when people. I used to hate when I got on streams and people were, oh, we're running up 1,000 likes tomorrow. That's not going to be my channel. I'm here for everybody else in the community, and from the mistakes I learned, that you can learn from my mistakes, because I got into some early projects which would have made me a ton of money. And a lot of great opportunities that I got out because I got scared because I didn't know my information. I didn't know what was going on. I seen a chart go up. I seen it go down. I didn't know if it was good, if it was bad, what had happened, where to find any of that stuff. So that was my goal with my whole channel. So you guys, everyone's out there, you have to research this stuff. You have to do your own homework. You can watch so many YouTubes. You can go on Twitter so many times, but until you do the work yourself, you won't have the passion for the project, nor will you have the desire to want to hold, because you won't know what's coming up in the sense of, I've done the work. I know what's coming up and have the confidence. Like, I've never had so much confidence in a cryptocurrency my whole life. With Saitama, I've had a lot of confidence because I know what's coming. There's great people surrounding the project, and you have guys like Chad Reddings, you have guys like Michael Thompson that are getting on every day, that are working their butt off, that are trying to get you guys the information, which is fantastic to have those kind of people. And especially, Chad's, he has a lot of experience in the crypto market. And go ahead, Chad, were you going to say something?
No, I was going to touch, well, this is a little bit back. I was just going to briefly talking about what Michael was talking about with the community thing. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, we could have big celebrities come in who could promote the token, which maybe sure in the immediate short term, it might, pump it, but afterwards it's going to dump. I'm telling you that right now. At the end of the day, it's up to us, the community, to build the project, doing your part, whether it be, tweeting it out, saying, hey, look at this new wallet that just came out, Saitama. It's awesome. It's your one-stop shop for buying crypto and doing this and doing that. Like, at the end of the day, it's all marketing. Like, if we work as a community together, whether it be through, social media, just word of mouth, like all those things is what's going to grow the project. And of course, all the big projects coming too with the devs that are working on. So yeah. Really exciting stuff there. I think we can do it. I think Saitama has that sort of X factor that we've seen with some of these other community projects that have been really successful. So
absolutely, Chad. I mean, I could agree more. And like what Michael said too, to touch a little bit on it too, is it's up to you to bring in the holders. Think about that, guys. We have 30,000. If each one of us brought in 10 people, 300,000. I mean, that's huge growth. I know that I've certainly talked to my family members, through how to do it. And that's the responsibility, I feel like, of the community, that how to do it. And this is your company. This isn't, Russell's company. This isn't NAM's. This isn't Michael's company. This is my company. I'm a part holder in my company. And how do I grow my company? I have to put it out there for other people. I have to share about it. I have to let them know, let them know everything. Let them know the risks, the rewards, the gains, the negatives, everything, and let that be up to them. But you have the know-how to do it. If you're on my stream, there's 181 people on here. If you're on, I know that you know how to do everything. And that's where you have to take that upon yourself to try to spread the word for Saitama, because even Russ has said it. Russ has been in business for a long time. And he said, what's the most powerful marketing tool is you. That is the most powerful marketing tool you can have. And if you think about that in the sense of, if I grab 10 people here and I grab 10 people there and it spider webs, that's massive growth. That's more than any celebrity any name coming in here, they can only do so much. But if you look at it on those terms, it's massive, which that's huge. And Chad, I have you here, so this is a great spot for you. And this is going to definitely be your forte. I'm going to get this back on the stream. So when we look at the charts, like what Chad was saying before, is we see these sell-offs and then, people come back in, and I kind of wanted to touch basis on the importance of having to look on what's important. If the overall picture is, oh my gosh, it's dumping but it's just a well, is how to kind of confirm that, which is through the holders. So can you just kind of go over that for the people a little bit of when you see a big run up, a sell, and then the holders, and how important it is to see holders take what that well had sold off?
So just whales in general, whales are a good thing. I know some people might disagree when they start selling off, but at the end of the day, they're the ones who are really pushing the token. This is the same thing for everything in crypto, right? And despite what a lot of people may think, the whales that we have in Saitama are nothing compared to, look in the top 100 cryptos. I guarantee you a majority of them have much bigger whales. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing. Typically devs hold big wallets. I mean, of course, I think they deserve it. I mean, they're the ones building the project. But we want whales. They increase the volume. That's one of the things that, to my knowledge, exchanges look at. Russ was talking about that. It helps drive up the price. I mean, look what the whale did when we saw 3 days ago. He helped drive up the price there. At the end of the day, if they're investing their money, they believe in the project too. And there will be times, when the price they're going to sell off, and that's totally up to them. It's their money. It's their investment. They should be able to whenever they want to. But we want whales. Like, we don't want to scare away whales, because at the end of the day, they're the ones who are really helping to drive up the price. And of course, there's going to be sell-offs, but we want them. I see sometimes in Moonshot tells me too in the Discord, will people get upset when we see whales take profits? I mean, if anything, if they're making nice returns off it, they're going to come back and they're going to reinvest. And we're going to find people, new whales too, who are going to come in and say, wow, this is a really cool project. It has all these cool things going for it. I think it has a lot of potential. Yeah, they're a really good thing at the end of the day.
And birds of a feather flock together, you guys. So if one whale is in there and sells out and makes a profit, and people badmouth him and say, oh, we're glad. He could have 6 friends that he just says, oh, no, thank you. I will not mention this to anyone. Or he comes back in and we say, hey, you know what? We're glad that you got what you want with Saitama. Come back anytime, that's the mindset of a wolf pack. Is we don't care about one sell. We're long-term holders anyways. We're looking not for that quick pump and dump anyways. So welcome them back. This is, like I said, this is your business. How would you want your business to be ran? And that's where we have to go with the community is, how do you want your business run? I know if this is my business, he has a lot of money, he took it out, sir, come back anytime you want. We're here for you, customer service, whatever it is, the community together. That's what is attracting so many people to Saitama, is the community is just so strong. And that is a huge part in the success in Saitama. But you guys, like Chad was saying, wells, we need to have wells. I mean, without wells, there's no volatility. The volatility has to be there. There has to be the gains, it has to have a healthy market, which is, we're going to see our rundowns. But what I was getting at with that was, when you come in here as a new investor, or you come in here as even a person that's investing for a long time, and you say, what's this project doing? And you see this huge sell-off and you're thinking, oh my gosh, everyone's selling everything. More than likely, this thing is going to come back up. It's going to rebound to some point. But the way that I kind of look at that is, I go to the holders. And if you guys look at this just goes from September 2nd to the 8th. Look at the graph. It's going up every day. We're getting more holders every day. And if you can think about in the beginning, even like say with anything that you've done in life, when you start out, it's small. But as it starts growing, it's like a snowball. The faster the snowball starts going, the bigger it gets. And the faster it starts going. And the more momentum and weight it carries. So this is just, and that's why everyone's saying we're so early, and everyone's like, win Lambo, win this. And for me, I'm just sitting back like, I cannot even believe I'm this lucky to be in a project this early, because once this starts going, it's from 30,000 people that gets talked to 50,000 people to 60,000 to 120. And it just starts snowballing, because it becomes a part of everyone and everything. It becomes a part of the community too. And then people check it out. They say, well, what is Saitama? Then they come in here and they look at the community. And if the community is attracted to them, they like what they see, and we can be there for everyone, then they're going to invest. Especially with the times that we're in right now, you guys. So that's just something to me to, take a look at. If you're a new investor and you see things going up and down, look at the holders, because that's going to tell you a lot of information. Is, okay, are they gaining people? When are they gaining people? Is it, just because of one event, are they losing people? And that's the thing, you guys, we have all these sell-offs, all these bad things that people are like, oh, it's this, it's that. Well, I come to the holder count, and that tells me a very different story.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
If you guys haven't had a chance, really quick, because I know I keep saying this, but go to my Twitter, retweet this if you're new. I'm going to do a 100 billion giveaway. I want that to go to someone. So let's get as many people as we can to retweet this for the giveaway. Make sure you like my YouTube channel. We're at 771 subscribers. You guys we're at 772. Let's try to get that thing up to 800. I know that everyone's out there. There's a bunch of people in the stream. Please come subscribe my content if you like what I have to offer, and I can keep giving it to you guys. I appreciate the community. Everyone's been super supportive over me, and having guys like Chad come on and Michael come on means the world to me. And Chad, after talking about all that stuff, is there something that you could add to that for maybe your point of view of it?
With regards to the holders increasing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day well, of course, the community's number one, but I know holder count's really important with regards to exchange listings. I know volume's really important. Volume comes through whales, buy and sell. So that's a good thing. And it's really exciting to think about the future with it because of the fact that we're not listed on many big exchanges.
Right.
Sure, we're getting unlisted on some interesting markets like in India and stuff, where I'm sure there's not exactly, I'm sure there's of course a huge market there, but we'll see how far what the sort of adoption is there. Looks like it's starting to increase, but the major ones, even in like North America, Coinbase, Crypto.com, I don't know if Binance, I don't know, just the major exchanges. There's so many good things to look forwards to, which I'm really excited for because I know some people are, I heard Russ talking about it, I think in one of the previous streams. I'm not sure which channel it was on, but he was saying like it won't even matter. But I mean, those exchanges are historically looking at when cryptos are listed on there, pretty big catalysts. Like we'll see some really nice run-ups. And of course, you will see a correction, the price will go back down. But again, as long as after every run or so, we're maintaining a relatively decent level above the previous run up, I mean, we're still in a really good spot.
Absolutely. See that, and you guys, I like to say this, it's kind of a motivational thing to me, but you cannot keep a man or a woman down that has dream and ambition. Remember that quote, write that down. If this is another thing to touch light on too, is if anyone sits there and says, you're crazy, you're this, that's stupid. That's where you've done your homework and your research and you say, hey man, I've tried to tell you. And when this thing does do what it's going to do and you see my lifestyle and man, I wish I would have done that. That's up to you. And just remember, the internet was a fad. They said cell phones, wireless cell phones. Could you imagine what our technology on our phone is today? If you went back, 20, 30 years from now and said, someday you're going to get on the internet on your cell phone, they would probably burn you and think you're a witch because it's so insane that how we're progressing in what directions we're going to. So don't fall trapped to that. Hey, you know what? If this is something that you believe in, this is something that you have, faith in, that you've done your research in, no one can take that. No one can take that from you. Like I said, they ain't going to take your birthday away from you. If you have the hard work, the ambition, and you have a big dream, there's no one that can hold you down. And that's something that always kind of stuck with me that my grandpa said. And it's the drive that you have. It doesn't matter if you want to start your own YouTube channel. Look at me. I started my YouTube channel a little while ago, and it's a lot of hard work, but look at the rewards. Is if I help one person, then it was worth it. But look, Chad Reddings, Michael Thompson, Saitama Guru, Nam, Max, these people are not unreachable. You can do whatever you want to do. You make your own destiny. You take the opportunity into your hands. And like Michael was saying, statistically, he shouldn't be here. Statistically, he played in the NBA. He did all that, but he took his own destiny into his own hands. And I love that story about Michael. And that's one of the most motivational. And it gave me even more focus when I talked to him. My girlfriend was like, geez, I was like, I know where this is going and I want to be a part of it. And so that's huge for me.
That's awesome.
That's just something I wanted to say because that's just something that was heavy on my heart. And I'm just speaking from the heart there, you guys. Don't fall trap to those people that say you're crazy, because I tell you what, I got told by my own father I was crazy for this stuff. Now my dad called me 2 days ago and said, Cody, he's been watching my YouTube channel. He said, how do I sign up? You're 100% correct. So my dad, my brother, my whole family are now Saitama holders.
That's awesome.
Awesome. That's how it's supposed to be. There you go.
Yeah. And just wait. And I said too, just wait, do what you feel comfortable with and, sit back, enjoy the ride. And they got in I think at a really good spot, and they're super excited about it. Now everyone, it's a great community. It's a great thing. My dad's a part of the community now. My mom's trying to figure it out. So it's been really great. And that's the thing, Chad, with you and your experience with all this stuff is I know we're going to wrap the stream up here in a minute. I'm going to do the giveaway, and then I'll ask Michael some more questions, and you're welcome to go or stay. It's up to you. But in your crypto experience with seeing things run up drastically, running down drastically, what are your predictions for Saitama?
for Saitama in the
in general, in 6 months, in a year, whatever? What's your kind of thought process?
That's the thing, right? Like crypto moves so fast. Like we could have $1 billion market cap a week from now. And that's no joke. You see it. It does happen, especially with these. Now, do I think that's necessarily going to happen? It'd be unlikely. Is it possible? Sure. I try and think more long term. I don't think it's unreasonable to suggest we couldn't eat a zero by at the very least, easily by the end of this year, and probably go up from there. I mean, it's really tough to say. Me and Moonshot had tried to, make up predictions as to what could happen, but with the burn mechanism in place and things along those lines, it's very tough. But some projects just blow up. I mean, I know this is Saitama's stream, but for example, SHIB it was in a week's time or something, it went up 1,400%. That could happen with Saitama, and all of a sudden, so it's really tough to say. I don't know if I could give a price prediction, but I'm telling you, when things start going and people start hearing about it, like it can just blow up. Like your investment can 10x in a week.
And that's super exciting, you guys, is this isn't just coming from one person. You're having multiple people in the crypto space saying this, and that should excite you. All this news that's coming down should totally just excite you, put you on fire, and make you drive out there, because not only do we have NBA stars coming in from, Michael helping us out, we have other people, rap artists and all those things. And my side of the community, I don't know if Russ and them, I've talked to Russ a little bit. I'm trying to nail something down, but I'm involved in the PRCA and pro rodeo and stuff like that. And there's a WRCA. He's a good friend of mine. I told him about Saitama, and he said he's willing to meet up with Russ and see what they can talk about. I know Russ is super busy, so I'm not going to slam him when that comes up. There's a time and a place for it. But you guys, these are the things I'm talking about. We all have those connections in which way. It doesn't matter. As long as it's a positive effect, you can do anything you want to. If that means it goes down to your everyday gas station, say, hey, would you take Saitama in the future? Have you heard about this? And it puts it on the map for them. That just gets one person snowballing. You plant the seed. And once you plant that seed and it blooms, then that seed, then that plant gives other seeds out, and then it just grows from that. So you just touching that one person, talking about that one person can multiply like crazy. I mean, what do you think about that, Chad? Is that kind of what you think too with this cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, I mean, through word of mouth, I mean, you could do anything, right? Posters, like interested in crypto, check out Saitama, easy way to buy crypto and get started, things along those lines. Or I mainly do the social media route, Twitter and all that stuff, making videos on it. So it's going to be really exciting when we see all these things come out, right? Because we'll be able to do reviews. I'm sure everyone who has a YouTube channel who's a part of Saitama will want to do reviews on stuff like Saitama, show how easy it is, try and drive in new holders, people who've never heard of it before. And yeah, it's so many different ways you could go about it, whether it be just talking to people, posters, T-shirts. We're seeing people start to sell T-shirts, merch. Yeah, plenty of ways to go about it for sure.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, it's going to be that time of the hour. I'm going to do the giveaway. I'm going to have Chad and Michael on when we do the giveaway. These are, I wish I had Jake's speaker. Jake is just so good. It's like, I watch Jake. He gets me pumped up. I know. It's just, yeah. He's really smooth with it too. He's always like, and he always has some really cool music that it's always different.
Oh, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he's got to be, I don't want to ask him, but slyly, I want someone to ask him. He's got to be a DJ or something. I could see like that. I could totally see him being a tech DJ or something like that, which that'd be kind of cool to see him one of those. But all right, you guys. So I'm going to open this up for you guys. We're going to go to my Twitter right now. Like I said, if you guys haven't, and you're new in the stream right now, please go like and subscribe me for the chance to win this right now, and also the retweets. Thank you for everyone that's retweeted it and that stayed with us in the live stream. It means a lot to me. So I'm going to get this link up really quick, and we're going to do the giveaway. So how do you guys want to do this? Michael, do you want to do a countdown? Chad, do you want to do a countdown?
It's up to you. Either way.
Okay. So I'm just going to, here's what we're going to do is it's loading right now. So what I'll do is it's like it's a counter 5. So you guys just say or you guys just count down from 5. So once you guys see it going, just 5, 4, 3, 2 on it for me.
Got it.
Can I see it?
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Wait, there we go. I can see it. Yep.
Okay, here goes. So start.
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2, 1.
1. There you go.
Oh, that was worth the whole. That was worth all of it. 0 skills. You are
Mine's delayed, so I was totally off beat there.
It's delayed a little bit. That was funny. Okay, you guys, 0 skills. Congratulations, you won 100 billion Saitama. Like I said, and Chad too. We, you know, I know we don't like talking about prize predictions, all this stuff, but I firmly believe if you guys hold these winnings, there's going to be a time where I hope that I get a message in my inbox that says congratulations, or not congratulations, but thank you so much for all the giveaways you did. It changed my life, and that is going to be. I know that is going to be a huge moment for me where I'm just like, we did, you know what I mean? It all came together the way that we wanted to, and I love when a plan comes together, as the A-team would say.
That's right.
But Chad, any last words for anyone? Or if you want, you can stay on the stream. I was just going to ask Michael. I know I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you're super busy. It's completely up to you, but I didn't want to force you to stay on any longer if you didn't have to, or if you didn't want to.
Maybe I'll call it here for now. But well, first off, thank you so much for having me on. Really appreciate it. I think it's really cool that we see everyone from the community, YouTubers alike, or just people a part of the community that come on. I think it's awesome. And I definitely see this project going places as long as we, stick together, continue to work together to try and drive this project. There are going to be times where we're going to be in the red, prices are going to be going down, but as long as you hold, you believe in the project, it's going to pay out dividends, in my opinion. I think this is going to be, we found a gem. I truly do believe we found a gem here. So yeah, again, thank you so much to everyone. It's nice meeting you, Michael, and nice talking to you, Cody, as well. First time ever. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, Chad, just for you too, man, it's just a blessing to have you on the show, and your knowledge and your experience is just absolutely, it's very impressive to have a guy like you on my stream that knows his stuff. And I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to come on my stream to talk about Saitama. I know there's a lot of people behind you that, support you. And I look up to you in a way with the whole starting my YouTube channel and all that stuff. So I just want to say for everything that you've done for the Saitama community as well, thank you so much, man. And from the bottom of my heart, man, it's just been a blessing to have you.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Awesome. Yeah, we all have inspirations out there. Europop was actually one of the first I started watching as well. So he got me into it. It's just a lot of giving and taking. So it's really cool to see that we're all sort of flourishing together. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, Chad, anytime you want to come on my show, you're more than welcome. Or if you have where you want me to come on yours, whatever you need, more than willing to do whatever you want. So just let me know if I can return the favor. I know my channel is not as big and I probably won't give you much content, but offer is there.
I got to figure out StreamYards. I've never done I'll have to figure it out. Then I'll get it started. That'd be cool.
All right, brother. Sounds good. Well, thanks for coming on and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks so much. See you later, guys.
Chad.
Wow. What a great guy. Michael Thompson, my
awesome,
man, my brother.
My man, my brother.
I like when I get to text you always, like I said, when you text me, you're like, Crypto Cowboy, what's up, man?
That's my man.
I feel like Superman.
My phone like that, man. You in my phone, Crypto Cowboy.
I feel like Superman. I'm like, it's like, man. It's great to have you on the stream, and also too to you. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to come on. I know that you've been doing a lot of AMAs, been talking to a lot of people. So everyone that's out there that's watching right now, spam those comments. Tell Michael how much you appreciate it, because he doesn't have to do this. He does it because he wants to, because he believes in the project. And that is something to be said, you guys. And not only that, but someone of his stature in the sense of his success is something, when Michael talks, I listen, because the experiences that he has can alter what I do with my life. And so you guys, even if you guys take this as a cryptocurrency channel, or if you take it as maybe you want to start living your life that way, this is what we're here for. Saitama is going to change lives. And I'm super excited for this project. But Michael, I do have to ask you, because a lot of people have asked me, what's the CD that's in the back of your background?
So I'm in the financial services industry and 20 years. And It's just when I don't know how to package it. It's just an industry recognition
Oh,
for, service and industry recognition. It's the way the industry thinks.
so
The level of support.
it's like YouTube. When you get so many viewers, you get like a plaque.
Yeah,
Kind of
exactly.
like that.
Best
Okay.
way to do it. So it's based off of a certain amount of clients over the years, and it's the reach and all the things that the industry and peers, they come together, they vote on, who deserves whatever that is. So
Well,
that's what it is.
congratulations. I had saw that, and Moonshot had said something to me, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to ask him. But Michael, I know that
I'm a rapper, man. I say I'm a rapper.
that's what I was going to say. How, if I would have known that, that would have been crazy.
No,
I was thinking that same thing. But, Michael, I love your positivity. I love your outlook on life in general and how you conduct yourself. It's definitely a stature that I want to be at someday. With, Saitama and everyone, and I know we're wrapping it up. We've been on the stream for a while, but, I think it's really important for people that are coming in that are new, the emotional side of trading, like you talk about, let's be proactive. Let's not be reactive. I really like that because it's like anything. How many times have you guys gotten to a project where, oh, it's up 1,000%, and then you buy, and then it jets down, and you're just like, I can never get ahead of that curve. Well, if you're watching this right now, you are ahead of the curve, and you have guys like Michael Thompson that are telling you guys, how this project's going, and that's working with the devs. So for you, Michael, with a new investor, what's some advice? If I'm a new investor, or even if I'm an older investor, what's some advice to you in the crypto world that you would give to somebody, or if you could give yourself some knowledge a few months ago, what would it have been?
Is to make sure that you're clear on what your intentions are. You got to recognize that easy come, easy go. That means that if there's something that I'm jumping in just off of hype, or just off of, hey, somebody said, like you just said, oh, it's pumping and it's high. If that's my motivation, then you're literally mentally and emotionally setting yourself up for failure. But what do you look for in this space is from a standpoint of consistency. What is consistent? What are the consistencies here? Because hype is inconsistent, right? So when you're talking about what is consistent, you got to think about leadership should be consistent. Who wants to follow a fickle leader, right? If leadership is consistent, then you've got a good shot. What's the foundation here? Is the foundation solid, or is it fragile? And is the foundation something that we can build on? So when you study, they talk about do your own research. Well, what are you researching, right? What are the answers that you're looking for? I want to look for how strong is the leadership? How committed, how consistent is leadership? Always number one is leadership. And when you get a chance to see, and I've seen in the chats, everything that I've seen well before I ever had a conversation with Russ or any of the developers, I watched their work. I watched their moves. I listened to what they say well before I ever introduced myself in any capacity. So it's that thing. It's leadership. And then the other side is the surrounding community, right? What's the temperature of the community? That's important. What's the thermometer saying about the community? That means that is the community only built off of hype and excitement, or are there mature community partners that recognize we're here for the long haul? I see diamond hands all the time. Honestly, I didn't know what diamond hands meant when I first got here. I was like, why do people keep saying diamond hands? What does that mean? I know diamonds are valuable and pressure makes diamonds, but I didn't know what that meant until I started to study some more, until I started to realize. But I realized that's diamond hands is a mindset. It's not have nothing to do with your hands. It has everything to do with your mindset. I am here for the long haul. So in the long haul, like anything that you're going to do for the long haul, just think about it. Anything for the long haul, you're going to have ups and downs. Anything. You get in a relationship, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, right? You buy your house for the long term. Guess what? Things are going to go wrong in your house. You're going to need things fixed, everything. Up and down. You get a car, you hold it for the long haul. Guess what? It's going to need maintenance. It's going to need repairs. Everything of great worth and great value. You have to know mindset wise, I'm here for the long haul. So that means you're accepting the fact that everything is not going to go right all the time. It doesn't. So in this space, in this regard, even in business, anybody in business, you know that there's going to be moments of great excitement, great enthusiasm, great championship situation that you won. But then there's going to be those times where it's just like, gosh, why isn't anything working? Why doesn't it feel like anything is moving to the next level? Why doesn't, you're going to go through that, right? So when you have the mindset of diamond hands, which is a mindset, it just means I am here for the long haul, which means I'm not going to just sit back and accept these things. Because here's what I know. In life, pain is inevitable, right? But suffering is optional. So if you're going to sit there, don't sit there in pain. Hey, you're going to be up. And when you hit the ground, sometimes you hit the ground. But while you're down there, don't get stuck. Pick up something. Pick up something you can build with. When you're on the ground, there's nowhere else to go but up. So all of those things connected means that over time, I'm going to build something powerful. I'm going to build something that is worth leaving. I'm going to build something that's worth talking about. I'm a part of something, because when you believe something strong enough, when you're committed and convinced and convicted about something strong enough, you move off of your convictions. And if your convictions are positive, you're going to move in that direction. If your convictions are negative and fickle thoughts and here today, kind of gone tomorrow, or you're just one of those type of people that just pass through, you know how it is. Are you really here, or are you just passing through? That's the commitment you have to make. That's the mindset that you have to make. So when I look at this, you're going to learn. You're not going to know everything all at one time. You know, we talk about do your own research. You're not going to learn everything today or tomorrow. But over time, mindset-wise, you're going to learn as you go. But here's a good thought. Here's a great thought, actually. How about earn while you learn, right? How about earn while you learn? So the mindset again, the focus again, for anybody that's new or even been here for a while, recognize the foundation, recognize the things that create inevitable growth. And those things that I shared with you earlier, those are the things of inevitable growth. And so anything else, any external force, that means some name or some tweet or whatever, all of that is gravy, but that is not the foundation. Foundation is us. Foundation is your mind. What are your daily habits every day towards building your business? What are your daily habits every single day to building your future? Because it's nobody else's responsibility to build your future. That's your responsibility. This is just a tool. So use it to build. That's what I would say to anybody new or anybody Absolutely. That's still here.
And you guys that are still here, thank you. Whoops. Thank you guys that are still here. I really appreciate you guys. But like Michael was saying, I wish I would have known this as a new investor, because mindset is everything, especially in the crypto world. And the last few of you guys that are hanging in there for us is when we're not always going to see green days. We're going to see bad days, and we're going to have fear in the market. That's right. That is just inevitable of what you do. And you always buy the fear and you sell the greed. That is another great quote to live by. Buy the fear, sell the greed. And that is because when you want to buy when nobody else wants it, and then when everybody else wants it, that's when you're taking profits. That's when you're smiling, kick it back, and all the hard work, the faith in the job that you did successfully is going to make you money. So that is why we're all here, you guys. I'm not going to say here in my stream isn't going to be a bunch of, rainbows and sunshines, because that's not how life is. But we're all here as business people. We're all here to make money. And we're all here very early, but you guys have to remember, this is your business. How do you want your business ran? If there's things that are saying in the chat, if there's things that are coming out there, you're a shareholder, no matter how big your bag is, you're a shareholder into Saitama. Run your business the way that you want to run it. And that is something that is very powerful in how you take it and what you do and how you run with it. But you guys, like I said, I could say it multiple times, is run your business the way that you want to. And I certainly ran the business the way that I want to. And that's why I'm trying to do my part for everyone else in these live streams and getting these people together, is to show people, the exposure of what we have and the greatness of what we have. I mean, we have some of the greatest minds in the business right now, you guys. And that is just something you can't turn an eye away from. And if anyone that is sitting there that's going to doubt us, just wait in 2 months. Because it doesn't bother me if you buy or if you sell. It doesn't bug me at the end, because I know where my overall goal is going to be. And when I get there, I'm going to have a smile on my face And when I get to Vegas, hopefully I can say hi to everyone and everyone tell me their success stories. But that is the future of Saitama. I truly, truly believe that. True. And I've never been so confident into a project in my life. And I'm just grateful to be here, and everyone that's still in the chat, everything. I'm grateful to, have the love and support from the community. I mean, I've gotten to almost 800 subscribers in like a month. So
way to go, man.
Thank you. So, I wouldn't be here without you guys. Thank you for letting me have a voice, and thank you for the opportunity to be a spokesperson for you guys, in a sense of bringing you guys information that you guys trust. It means the world to me. And I just want to tell the community how much I appreciate them, because I wouldn't be here without you guys. And you guys give me the opportunity to help you in your business with Saitama. And so, Michael, do you have any last words for everyone?
Yeah, I would just say, you know what, everybody, I appreciate you. We all are in this together. Again, there's no big I's, there's no little U's. When you showed that chart of the holders, the progressive chart of the holders, I didn't see anything labeled on that chart that says big holder or little holder. You know what I saw? I just saw holders. And that's what we are. That is the community. So myself and anybody that I'm associated with, I'm a holder just like you are. I want to win just like you do. I want to take care of my family just like you do. I want to leave a legacy just like you do. So in my focus and my attitude and whatever I have to give with whatever time I have, and who knows, tomorrow isn't promised to any of us. All I want to know is that, did I do something significant to make a difference in the lives of anybody who I've touched? It's enough negativity going on. It's enough things. It's enough people who are negative. It's enough negative talk, negative. But I just decide that I'm not going to be negative. I'm just going to find the good and stay there. Do I have down days? Yeah, of course. Do things go wrong in my life? Yes, of course. Do I feel pain? Yes, of course. But up and down, guess what up and down is? Up and down, that is a sign of life. If I was in the hospital and you saw my chart and it was doing this consistently, that means it's over for me. So I'm okay with ups and downs, right? Because that just means there's a sign of life. There's still life. And as long as I have life, I still have a chance. That's what you have to believe, no matter what you're going through. Because guess what? Every single challenge that you've ever faced in your life, every single challenge that you've ever faced, guess what? If you're still here to talk about it, you are undefeated. Think about that. Every challenge, every issue, everything that you have faced in your life, no matter how hard it was, if you're still here to talk about it, you are undefeated. That means you're a champion. So I love being associated with champions. I love being associated with championship mindset. And one thing that I'm finding here, as I get to know you a little better, as we get a chance to interact a little more, I'm excited to be a part of this community. I'm excited to be a part of this wolf pack. I think I'm gonna find me one of those wolf heads or something. I don't know, and do something. I never seen a wolf head before, but I'm gonna find one or make one. So put me a wolf head on and take a picture or something. But I'm excited about this community. I'm excited to know the attitude of everybody that's around here, that one day soon, we'll be able to tell some life-changing stories. And I'm just so excited to be a part of that kind of history. So we're all here for a reason. Let's make it happen. Let's go and let's make it happen. So keep moving, keep shaking. We're in this together. Let's make it happen. Let's make history together. I'm excited for you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys, what a great motivational speaker. And like I said, I'm here for the community. If there's anything that you need from me, let me know. If you guys like what I'm doing with these live AMAs, please comment down below. Let me know how I can make them better. Let me know who you guys want to see. And I'm just letting everyone know that's here still with us. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you're watching this at a later time, sorry we missed you, but thank you so much for the opportunity to be in the Saitama community with you guys as a person that brings you information that you guys can trust. So that means a lot to me, and I don't take that lightly at all. I do a lot of work on these channels. So thank you guys very much. And thank you for Michael for being on the stream. Like I said, it was a blessing having you. It's always fun talking to you, man. I love listening. I wish you had a podcast. I would just listen to your podcast. It would get me motivated for the day. But you guys, thank you. Thank you for watching the stream. I'm Cody Keeling, and I'm out.
Michael Thompson, I appreciate you. I'm out of here.